Hey y'all, welcome back or welcome to Dom Beauty, my channel. My name is Dominique. I am a licensed esthetician of 3 years and we are doing another reaction video, but from the client's perspective of getting waxes. So we're looking at their horror stories today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share if you feel like sharing these videos with your friends or whoever. And before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you. We reached 1,000 subscribers, y'all. Your girl has been struggling to get to 1,000 subscribers, but it's on me because I have not been consistent with my YouTube channel. And I've been on YouTube for probably about going on almost 10 years. And I just was never consistent with it. And I just want to say thank you so much, y'all. And I was not expecting those reaction videos to go viral like it did. I'm still speechless, as you can tell. And I just want to address some things with those videos because I've been reading y'all's comments and I just haven't responded to them because it's a lot to reply to. And I just want to say that it was not my intentions to make anybody feel any type of way. This is just all for fun, y'all. And I get asked all the time, like, what's the worst thing I've experienced with waxing? And I don't have any terrible stories to tell. So I thought this would be fun to, you know, just to react to since I'm a wax specialist. And I enjoy reading y'all's comments as well. The good and the bad. Because there have been some bad comments too, like somebody brought up the HIPAA violations, and I had to do that research myself. So for one, estheticians are not, we are not healthcare providers. We do not work below the top of the skin. We are only allowed to work on top of the skin, which is called the epidermis. We cannot do like Botox, any of that. Now, if you are like a registered nurse and you're in that field, like you're able to do that type of work. Also, estheticians we are not doctors. We cannot diagnose anything to clients. We can only tell you to go seek a doctor's advice or make an appointment because we find something concerning. And two, I can see how like this can be off-putting to some people, but like I said, it's all for fun. It's not that serious, y'all. It's not that serious at all. But anyway, we're gonna get right into it. I just want to say thank you, y'all. I'm just like I can finally get into the process of being monetized and all that good stuff, and just, you know, creating more income for myself and my daughter. So I just thank y'all so much. Okay, so for the first story, so it says Brazilian wax horror story.
I got a Brazilian wax and they completely messed me up and waxed my lips shut. And for those of you that don't know what a Brazilian wax is when they wax your vagina.
Oh, she's
so at the time I was
lips.
pregnant and my hair was thicker than ever because I was taking prenatals. Not to mention the fact that I had not shaved in forever because I had really bad vomiting like the first 4 or 5 months of my pregnancy. So I literally didn't go out anywhere and I was nothing but on bed rest, okay? Let me just say that I've gotten Brazilian wax before that Brazilian wax and it's always been smooth and it's always been perfect. But this time, oh my God, this time I left crying.
Let me just say, like, when you're pregnant, you can still get waxed, but you are more sensitive. Like even when I was pregnant, I noticed like the further along I went in my pregnancy, the more sensitive I got down there with Brazilian waxes. So that's something to keep in mind.
And bleeding. So I come into my appointment and everything is fine. I go ahead and sit down. I take my underwear off and I get in position. For those of you that got a Brazilian wax, it's like a really weird butterfly position with your legs completely open, lips out in the air. So normally they do things in strip and they never wax your lip shut. It's literally one side of the lip and then the other side of the lip and go so forth. Like they have a whole way of doing things.
Yes.
This girl, I'm trusting that it's going to go as always because I've got a Brazilian wax so many times before. I'm trusting that it's going to go the way it always goes. But this woman So I'm just looking up like this, and she tells me, "Oh, you're pregnant?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am pregnant." And she's like, "Oh, I just want to let you know that you're gonna be more sensitive than usual because you're pregnant." And I'm like, "Okay, cool, you know, whatever." This woman, knowing that I'm gonna be more sensitive than usual because I was pregnant, tell me why she gets all the wax and she puts it on my whole coochie from top to my a-hole. Okay, and let me
What?
tell you something. I was the hairiest that I've ever been.
Wait,
Okay, and I'm talking.
wait. Hold up. Stop the press. That is a big no. Like, that makes me mad that that even happened to her. Like, that is a huge no. When West Waxers, I was trained at a wax chain, so we are taught patterns, and that's what we follow. And the patterns, it also makes it more comfortable for the clients. So, on top of her hair being thick, her being pregnant, and for that waxer to just, wow, I can't believe that. Wow. Let's finish the video.
Bush girl, and I'm not talking hairy, I'm talking bush. Okay, she puts the wax all the way down to my crack, all the way down. And I kind of noticed that my whole vagina is hot, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? And I was like, hey, I just want to know.
Y'all, once the wax is there, that's it. Like, it ain't no going back. Once it's set, it has to come off. I hate that this happened to her.
Are you doing it in strips, or how are you doing it? And she's like, oh, well, every wax girl does it differently. Everyone has their own way of waxing. And I'm like, did you just wax it all? Girl, my lips were waxed shut. There was no air able to come in or out of my lips, okay? It was, I was like, so how's this gonna work? And she's like, well, I'm just gonna pull it all off. And I'm like, girl. Honestly, at this point, I wanted to cry. I was up looking at the ceiling like, oh my God, please help me. Like, this is it. I'm gonna die. This is it. At that point, I told her, is there any way to take it off? And she told me, there's no way. Like, you just have to rip it off. That's the only way that we can do it. And I'm like, oh my God. So at that point, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And I told her, if I kick you, it's your fault. She rips it off, and she literally leaves me bleeding, okay? And I was so sore and so bruised that when I walked out, I was in pain, in actual pain. Wearing pants, underwear was painful. And I had never experienced that before in my life. And my whole thing is, if you know as a pregnant woman, I was going to be more sensitive, why would you do that to me?
Right. Wow. I can't believe that happened to her. I hope that didn't traumatize her from not getting waxed ever again. But yeah, that waxer was not trained properly, obviously. But yeah, that's a big no-no. Patterns are better. It makes the experience less painful. Especially if you have a bush. Like, if you have a bush down there, like, you have to do smaller patches. Like, you really have to work in smaller sections so it won't be so tough on you while you're waxing, and also on your client. So I can't believe that happened to her. No. And I was just thinking, like, at least it didn't get on, you know, the clitoris. I hope I said that right. Because I know if it would have got on that, it would have been 100 times more painful. So but I'm pretty sure it did. Oh my goodness.
I just had the most embarrassing moment of my life in the wax shop. So basically, so I usually shave, right? But I thought, as it's my birthday, let me get a wax nice and clean, you know what I'm saying? But I get to the wax shop now, I'm literally like hyping myself up, like, okay, cool. Like, just ignore it. It's not gonna hurt that bad. Like, it's not that bad. I'm lying down in the chair now. She's like, spread your legs. I'm like, cool. My legs are like this, yeah, they're spread. My girl,
let's get this done.
The first one, and was yo. When I tell you, I literally was like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. Like, no banner. I was like, I can't do this. No, I can't do this. But she already had another one in place, like waiting. And I said, nah. Yeah. I said, I'm not trying to be funny, but you need to get some water. I need to wipe that off. I'm not doing this. I'm never doing this again. She's like, okay, I promise to you, I will.
Water's not gonna help. Like, you can get some oil and try and get the wax strip off, but clients like this are so funny. I be cracking up with them when they're like if they're not being like too over the top. But I'm just cackling and trying to make them feel like it's comfortable as possible. When they're like, hold on, wait, don't pull the strip. Tell me when you're gonna pull the strip, or just things like that. So I'll be laughing right with them.
Just get some water. She lied. My girl waxed it off. She was like, I'm so sorry. That was the only way to get it off. That was the only way. Like, you couldn't get water. I literally started crying my eyes out. Yeah, I started crying my eyes out. Oh my God. Like, I wish I could show you my vagina, but it looks like this. That's what it looks like right now. Because I couldn't hack it. I don't know how you girls do it. I don't know how you girls do it. Because this is the state of my vag right now. And everyone was laughing at me on the way out. Literally, all the ladies in the shop were like, I was thinking, yeah, whatever. It was me screaming my eyes out. I don't care. And then our pom-pom is patchy. Pom-pom patchy.
She's funny. Too funny. I hope, well, she probably never went to get waxed again after that. Hey, waxing isn't for everybody. It's not. Like, I've had a few people, like, I probably count on one hand how many people, like, stopped the service that didn't want to continue with the wax, which is completely fine. It's understandable because waxing is not for everybody. Wax lady horror story.
Okay, guys, let me tell you a little wax lady. I wouldn't call it a horror story, but like, I don't know, maybe it's a horror story. So if you guys already know, like, I moved, right? So I moved from the GTA to Ottawa. And you already know, like, when you move, you have to find a new lady for everything. A new nail lady, a new wax lady, a new everything lady, you know? And so I did my research because not everybody's gonna do, you know? Like, not everybody's qualified for all that, you know? And I found this girl, and, you know, she's downtown. I'm not gonna tell you, like, who the girl was. But at the time, she was, like, the most convenient to, like, go to. Anywho, I go to her, whatnot. Everything seems cool. Everything seems fine. Prices are fair. Everything is cool. So I go down there and, you know, do what I gotta do. And, you know, we're just having conversation. So she essentially asked me, she's like, oh, like, where are you from? Like, and she was saying, like, which part of the city. And I was like, I'm not really from here, but, like, I know I told her where I lived at the time. And I said, but I'm not from here. Like, I moved here, like, 2 months ago. Like, I'm not from here. So then she was just like, okay, cool. Like, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from, like, Brampton. Like, I'm from the GTA. Like, you know, da-da-da. And she's like, okay, cool. Like, do you miss home? And I'm like, of course I miss home. Especially, mind you, this is what I said. I said especially because there's a strong Jamaican community. And everybody that lives in the GTA knows for a fact we have more Jamaicans than Portmore, okay? So I was like, yeah, because there's a strong Jamaican community and I'm Jamaican and I miss it. I really do miss it.
I don't know what GTA is.
Like that. Because I'm like, verbatim. She said something like, oh, so is it rough down there then? And I like paused because I was confused. What? Like I was like, what part of that gave you rough? I was so confused. And then she's like, yeah, is it rough down there? Because like the Jamaicans, like, you know, like the poverty. When I tell you I was shook, like I knew people like have their little microaggressions here and there, but
wow.
How blunt like it was so crazy. Like I was so shook, like I completely disregarded the comment. And then that wasn't all, so we moved on because I didn't
see. For me, I wouldn't ask a question like that. I'll be like, how is it living there? Like, because I'm truly interested, like how it really is living there versus, you know, tourists going there. Like, I'm not about to ask in that type of manner. That's unprofessional.
Address it. And then she moved on, and I smiled, like I laughed and smiled, and she was like, oh my gosh, you have such a pretty smile. So I'm like, okay, cool, thanks, because like I get that a lot. And then she's like, oh, most Jamaicans don't have a nice smile because of the poverty.
Yo.
I don't know if I should go back to this lady. I don't think I will, but like I don't know who else to go to. So the long and short of it is, find me a wax lady, Yana. Find me a wax lady.
If she was up here in North Carolina, I'll be your SD Betsy girl. Like that is, oh my goodness. People can be so disrespectful. I commend her for laughing that off too. Like, whoever her wax lady was, they probably watched too much news media. Cause that's crazy. Because like in other countries, like say for Africa, for instance, growing up, all you saw was like the you know, those commercials of the kids with the bellies popping out, they're starving, donate pennies, dollars, whatever. And so growing up, you know, constantly seeing stuff like that being perpetuated about Africa, like that's all I thought about. But the older I got, the more research I did, like there's beautiful places in Africa. Like and then it's poverty everywhere. Like you have the good side and you got the bad side wherever you go, no matter what city you go to. So that was just ignorant. Definitely ignorant. To end this video off, we're going to watch Amel's wax story, which I think is fun and light to leave off on a good note for the end of this video.
Hey, it's story time. I'm finna tell y'all about how I let somebody convince me to get away. It was the worst time of my life. So if you know me, it's two things I don't play about. I don't play about my appearance and I don't play about my hygiene. I keep a manicure, as you can see. I keep a pedicure and I keep me a facial. Cause my mama always told me, a real woman ain't gonna want no nasty man. So I try to keep myself up. But to make a long story short, I was dating this woman and she used to always give me head and she used to be like, I want to eat in peace and I floss my teeth. So she was like, you need to get a wax. The first lie she told me is, get a wax. It don't hurt. It feel good. It feel comfortable. Bitch, why you lying to me? So we end up going the whole way.
Yeah, she knew what to say to convince him, because if she would have told him the truth, he definitely wouldn't have done it.
Wax lady, and I knew it was a problem when the wax lady told me, hey, do you got some earphones or do you got something that you can bite on while we doing this? So if she putting the stuff on, you know me, I'm laid back chilling. I'm like, I say no more. It's finna be smooth as a baby bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I can take it. So when she put the stuff on, I knew I was fucked up because it started burning. You know what I'm saying? It was hot. I'm like, what the fuck? Am I in the oven or am I getting the wax? So as it cooled down and it's about time for her to pull it, you know what I'm saying? She trying to talk to me and throw me off. She like, well, how's your day going? And she just nasty and be loud. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. I seen the light and Jesus calling me home.
Oh my
But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is when she got on the balls. You get what I'm saying? You know, the balls is real sensitive. Like them my friends. So you know what I'm saying? She put it down there. Okay, it's kind of hot. It's cool. It's like icy hot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm laid back. I thought I done took the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? So again, she smoothing that bitch on and let it rest. She snatched that bitch again. When I say I was in that bitch hollering like a newborn baby that just got smacked on his ass, I was crying. She like, you want me to get your gooch, baby? Leave me the fuck alone. Why is you doing this to me?
I know whoever convinced him caught a lot of backlash from him after that appointment. I mean, I can imagine it being more sensitive for men, especially down there. When I waxed my significant other at the time, he told me like it felt like somebody kicked him in the balls when I waxed his balls. I swear, it's so funny waxing men. I mean, the men that I've waxed, I don't do men's private parts, but for the most part, they've been pretty chill, cool. So that's funny. So that is the end of this video. If y'all have any suggestions, please leave it down below in the comments. Leave a diamond emoji for your girl, Dominique. And I will see y'all guys in the next video. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Bye.